I kind of like the new music. Gotta be honest.
It's pretty good.
Yep.
Alright, there we go. First band is going to be Wukong. Well, I actually didn't catch the team names before I started.
You're a pro at this, right? Right?
Yeah! At least I like to think so. I tell myself that. It makes me feel slightly better about my life. Second band's gonna be Cassinan. Cassin's really strong. Typical to see him ban. Ramus to be the third ban. Warwick.
Warwick ban and Dominion? What?
Oh yeah.
Serious?
Oh yeah.
Really? Alright. Wukong I can understand because that guy is just so bloody annoying with his stealth maneuvers. And he hits like a truck on steroids.
Urgot. Urgot's a very powerful bottom lane champion.
So is Yorick.
Yorick also a very good bottom lane champion. So seeing both those banned. Poppy, first pick.
With all these walls, Poppy can definitely do some damage. I've seen her do some ridiculous dives under towers.
The combination of Poppy's movement speed and the abundance of terrain, as I like to refer to it, makes her a very strong champion. Especially the AP build, Poppy, is a force to be reckoned with for sure.
I'm still a little confused a bit about Warwick. Can you explain a little bit about what Warwick does in Dominion?
Well, Warwick has is a champ that's known for his sustainability.
Yep.
And in a skirmish environment like this, Warwick is he's a very good dive, and there's a lot of times where you won't be able to just throw one person against him to burst him down really quickly. He draws a lot of fire, so when Warwick's in a fight, hold on, I'm getting PM. Yeah, he's really good. He's really good at defending. His ult's good. He has good sustain with his Q. He's just all around difficult to unseat from points. We see Pantheon and Ryze. Ryze likely to be the bot lane, I would say. Ryze is a very good bot in Dominion. Let's see if they're going to pick anything to counter that. Picking Ryze that early leaves the option for the other team to counter pick him. And you're kind of already starting to see, if you look at the summoner cells, a lot of revives.
Mm-hmm.
Revive has become a very big thing recently. Sort of by accident, from what I understand. A team did it in an event. They just went 5 revive. And even with revive's very long cooldown that it has, very decisive revive use can turn around bad situations and enable a team to capitalize on openings. And because of this, if one team is gonna, have a lot of revives, it gives them it gives them an advantage, so to speak, in that they have that option to do that quick counter. And because of that simply being something that's on the table, you typically end up seeing both teams with a lot of revives because you take revives to counter revives. So
kind of
with that
snowballs
being,
from there. Yeah.
Yes. With it being popular right now, you'll see a lot of revives on both sides just because, while we can see the spells, they can't see each other's spells, obviously.
What is this? Sona?
Sona.
Say what? I like her in my classic. I've never ever seen her played. I'm assuming she goes AP Sona or cooldown Sona?
I actually, I'm not gonna lie, I don't see Sona too often in Dominion. Maybe it's just that I don't run into her in games. But you see this Kog'Maw down here. Kog'Maw is a very powerful champion in this game type because of his extremely good ability to poke.
Yeah, Kog'Maw long range. What do you think? More of an AD or an AP? I've seen AP hit like a truck, and with that range, it goes off very well.
It can really go either way with Kog'Maw. You can't really go wrong just with the fact that he has the range that he does. If given the right opportunity, he can just harass people right off of points. and be able to take them out from a safe distance. Another one of the picks that's making me kind of raise my eyebrow is Sivir. Sivir is a champ that, her damage is good, her chase is pretty good, but she doesn't bring a lot of utility to the table.
That I will agree with, because I've personally failed with her and stomp teams that have her. For sure.
Skarner is another champ that you see a lot of in Dominion. You didn't see a lot of Skarner when Dominion when the game type was first released. Not a lot of people played Skarner. In fact, a lot of people were like, "Oh, who plays Skarner in Dominion?" But Skarner's got a lot of damage, got a lot of survivability. It's that sustain that a lot of people go for in this game type, because you have to be able to hold on long enough for your team to come to a point to help you defend. The delaying is one of the most important things, because it's not like they can just chip away at a tower like they can in Summoner's Rift. You have to be able to click it, you have to channel it, you have to capture it, and Skarner is really good at defending because of his life. He's got the suppress, and his abilities he just can keep interrupting. Rise is a really good bottom lane. You see him used a lot in this game type. With Rune Prison, he's able to set up ganks pretty easily, and because of the nature of the way Overload works, he's able to put out a lot of damage and have really good harass against other bottom lane. The Pantheon is really good because of his hit points, his ultimate. Gives him the ability to come and bail out bottom if something goes wrong, or to just, when he comes back to life, be able to engage back into the fight. Stun's very, very valuable. Kayle, I'm not going to lie, I don't see Kayle too often when I play, so I can't speak about Kayle too much. Malzahar is another champion that's been seeing a lot of play. He has Silence, which is invaluable as a control. He's got the suppress, the AoE. The AoE is another good measure for keeping people from being able to cap. Ooh. And the Spectator delay is just so that no one can stream snipe if anyone hasn't particularly encountered that before. And we have Talon and Sona to round out the picks on that team. And of course Poppy, which Poppy had been discussed earlier. AP Poppy with the speed and the burst ability is really good in this game type. Just looking at the champions that we have, I can't really see any clear edge on either team. They seem to have picked well, and there's no glaring oversights on either one. I'm going to be kind of watching the Sivir and Kayle, because they tend to be known for being a little bit more squishy, so I think they're going to be a little bit more susceptible to Poppy's damage, and as a result, Poppy being able to catch them out of position, as they move between points is going to be another thing. And if Poppy does do that AP build, diving with Poppy's ultimate will be able to probably take out either Kayle or Sivir very easily. But if I think it's going to come down to their Skarner's play and their Pantheon's play, because if they're able to defend those two characters that we're talking that can deal a lot of damage. Both of them have an AoE ability in the Boomerang Blade and the Bouncing Blade. I forget the exact name of the ability, and Kayle has the AoE as well. So I think that if they're able to defend those two, then they're going to have a lot of damage output. And loading into the game right now, Spectator delay finally over. We are going to get this underway.
Paxivir, sweet.
Yes, Paxivir. It's a skin that I really wish I had. I'm a big fan of that one. It reminds me of Tron a lot when I see it. I also like that Kog'Maw skin.
Reindeer?
One great... Yes, the reindeer one. It's... Whoever that artist was, I want to give him a gold star. It's no joke. I carry those around with me, man. I can whip one out.
Well, you better start up your fraps, duder.
Yep. Just waiting for the game to load in.
Oh, you literally start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I usually hit it just a little bit before, so it can buffer. You know, and because there's always that initial lag when it
Mm.
starts up. And
That's 10 revives. My god.
yep, no, it's 9. It's 9. There's a garrison clarity. A garrison. There's not revives on Sona. I hate getting tongue-tied. Whoa, where'd my map go? Okay, hello everyone. I am Gandare of Vato Clan, and with me is...
Four-chord gesture. You know it.
Yes, sir. We are here casting a tournament that was put on by DominateDominion.com. And we have... I gotta apologize. I missed the team names before I came into this because I didn't know which game I was casting. It got changed right before we went live.
It's Team Mollica versus Dom4Fun.
Okay. And on Team Mollica, we have Chavez Obama playing as Kog'Maw, Mollica playing as Malzahar, Sifu Calvin playing as Talon, Warwick's playing as Sona, and Arcos playing as Poppy. And who do we have on the other team, Jester?
Well, you got Aethers now sitting on Pantheon, going a little bit of AD with the Prospector's Blade. Kasuga, you said might be going bottom on Rise, but it looks like he's actually going to be heading top with a tier. Kog'Maw here, not Kog'Maw, sorry, Skarner, being played by Ragnarok. He's going to be heading top with a little bit of magic resist. Kigler on an AD, whatever, the Kale. And yeah, it is going to be that severe bottom lane. I was going to ask you about that because why not the severe bottom lane? As you did say, with all those different abilities, she should be able to clear these waves, but harassing Malzahar could be a little tricky.
And you can see Rise getting caught right there on the way up, getting a lot of damage put on him quickly. You see him moving to the back. Pantheon up in the front, getting that stun off on Sona. Sona moving back away. And Skarner in the middle of 3 people. Rise moving in, chasing them back out of the way. And double kill for Kale right there. Kog'Maw at Kathan's Surprise going off. And it looks like, no, Poppy coming up in the back there, going to prevent the cap on that. And now they're facing off in a little bit of a sticky situation here. Pantheon up there, low hit points, trying to keep Poppy away from the point so Kale can capture. And you've got the res wave coming up to continue, and Windmill still not secure.
Oh man, I love how spectators still not synced between you and me, but I got Sifu Calvin coming up here trying to do a little bit of a challenge to Kigler, but no, Poppy going to get caught by Rise, but it does not matter. Poppy's still going to take down Kale before she does drop, and now it is going to be Calvin here trying to take out Kasuga. Bottom lane, it does look like Severe's getting pushed in a little bit as we do see Rise drop, and Aether's going to be dropping as well for a double kill to Talon. This means top tower is, you know, very convincingly held by Team Blue.
Yep, so you're
256, 257, 258. Yeah, we're at different timestamps.
I'm 10 seconds ahead.
Yeah.
All right, so this means since I can see the future, I'm gonna tell you what's going on. We got things going on bottom lane right now.
Yeah, I do see Locktug down here up against Mollica. Mollica's pushing nicely, but he's not really that healthy, and now we got Kasuga down here to help out a little bit. But that means he's not going to be top, and Aether is going to be maybe picking up Mollica. Did see that exhaust going off. Is he going to be able to grab it? No, he's going to get actually stunned or suppressed by Mollica. Sifu Calvin going to come in here. Does not matter. Kind of just like his life for ire kind of idea. And Calvin pick up Aether's a good juke. Means he will not be going down. Now it is going to be Calvin in a little bit of a sandwich. And he will be dropping very nicely here to Dom4Fun.
Some back and forth up at the top lane, but not a big engagement so far. Looks like they're just harassing up there.
I got the Poppy ultimate down south on top of Severe, but Severe's going to be trying to make a dash for it. We do got a little bit of harass coming up from Rise, just trying to cover her, and that is not going to be one ultimate where a kill is yielded. Now a little bit of action up top. As you did say, they are trying to hold this. They do got the 3 points, so they can very comfortably sit on defense. We got a number of revives already used, which is, you know, probably what you want to be doing for it, because what, 9-minute cooldown? Yeah, might as well use it off the first death. But at this point, no, Skarner with the Ragnarok going to be trying to go DPS-wise with Kale, but we got the Sona stun coming out. Can Wogs get away? We do have the Pantheon jump coming on right into nobody, but it is going to be a stun onto Arcos as he tries to get away. Ragnarok looks okay for now. Sifu Calvin going to come in with the snipe on top of Kigler, and that Wowix, man, still alive. You were talking about sustain? Yeah, this game seems to have sustain. You can see Sifu Calvin here trying to get something on top of Kasuga, but that Pantheon just keeps getting in the way. It does not matter. 4-1, he will be dropping. And Kasuga, one more attack! Yes, there we go. He drops.
A little bit of a lull in the action right now, but you can stay out the bottom lane. There's a neutral on the tower.
Yeah, I'm looking at Locktug. You know, if you want to cast from the future, that's cool, man. People will catch up.
Well, I'm more worried about the stream viewers than the VOD viewers.
Okay, no worries.
The guys here right now in the present.
Yeah, but it is Mollica.
Movement around the middle of the map here.
He goes down. Well,
Checking on through there, but you see the clairvoyance.
Now that storm buff on Poppy, that seems like a deadly combo, especially since she does have a sheen.
Yes, this is the storm shell on Poppy. It's absolutely brutal. We have an engagement up at the top end of the map.
Okay, I'll believe you.
You got Rise ult going down. You got Kog'Maw sniping off people, and things not going so well for Dom4Fun right there.
No, Kigler dropping very low. Double kill comes out for Talon. Aether's going to be dropping forward. Not the triple, but Poppy does put him down. But a double means a 4-for-0 exchange. And this is going to be a very capped tower, which is great for Mollica because it is the quest tower at this point.
It looks like they are going to be able to secure that 4th point right there. And at the bottom, Sivir had successfully neutralized the point temporarily until Kog'Maw was able to go down there and pick that back up. You got another engagement where Dom4Fun is attempting to get their mid back, but you have Poppy pulling a defense of that point, and she's going to flash on out of there. Looks like Pantheon and Kale are going to give chase, and Poppy, very speed character, she's going to pick up the health relic, and she's going to move on out of that fight. You have Shadows Obama and Mollica pushing the bottom lane. Sivir's backed up against her tower. Her ultimate is active, but she's still hanging back. She's not engaging right there, and you see the dive from Chavez and Mollica. Kog'Maw getting burst very, very quickly. See him poking with his ultimate from distance, and Rise comes back to life. He's moving back on right down there, chasing Kog away, and looks like that push has been defended, but it took 3 people to do it.
Yeah, Dom4Fun down here on the defense. They might be able to defend their point. Mollica actually looks like he's going to live, but as he did say, that top was now reclaimed, and that is going to be back to the 3-2 stalemate. At the points, it's 470 to 475 at this point, as Kog'Maw does get blown up by Kale, and we're going to be trying to blow up on top of Kasuga. We can take a good chunk out of Archo's going to be dropping in with this Sheen, and he can just melt faces at this point, as Mollica's going to be trying to do a little bit of defense. Aethers is not going to be getting that. Poppy's going to be putting him down, but in the double kill, Talon looking very strong. Kasuga going to be taking some big pressure. Arcos and Calvin are going to be here. You can see Poppy just get to jump right into him, slam him backwards, grab that kill. It's looking very overwhelmingly good for Mollica at this point. Are these best of 3s by chance?
No, these are actually best of 1s is the format. You can see Lock Tug down at the bottom against a very low hit point Mollica, who is trying to defend that tower as best as they can. Over at the bottom point. If Mollica gets off a good run of abilities, he might be able to keep Sivir from taking that point with his ultimate. We just see now Arcos moving around the bottom looking for Sivir. Up at the top lane, however, big engagement brewing up here. You have Dom4Fun pushing up on that top point. There are 4. You have Talon hanging out here. Sifu Calvin just waiting for the right time to come in. He sees it. He jumps in on Rise. And you got a dive from Skarner at first. You got Pantheon jumping down to try and save Rise, but Rise is going to get picked off anyway. And Aether's getting moved. There was the ult from Sona freezing Kale in place. The point does get neutralized, however, Team Mollica is going to defend that successfully.
It's going from bad to worse here for Dom4Fun. You got to put your best foot forward, and unfortunately, the other team is wearing steel-toed shoes. And wow, yeah, 462. That's an ace. 216. The bottom. That was a 3v2 up top. They were able to defend that, while the 2 down south was able to pick up the 4 cap. And we got Sona now going for the 5. It is not looking good whatsoever for Dom4Fun at this point. Now, in terms of items, we see very stunted growth really for our red team. You know, Locktug down here has a little bit of life steal. That's cool. We see the armors and the health is now coming out as well. But I mean, compared to the shopping spree that we've seen Mollica going on, it's looking pretty dire.
Yes, Poppy getting away with just a sliver of hit points there as Kale and Pantheon push out, but they're going to get caught in the middle by that speed shrine there. Kog'Maw doing a ton of damage. Kog'Maw, an absolute beast with the damage output that champion is capable of. And that point was not reclaimed by Dom4Fun, and Mollica almost going to pick up that point. But Kasuga gets right up in there and is able to interrupt that. Picking a fight with Talon now, and both of them going at it, but exchanging blows and looking like they're going to part ways amicably. It looks like.
Well, the clock is ticking. We're down to 130 points. I'm looking at Mollica trying to 2v1 this Severe, but the ultimate comes out. She's just out of reach. Can Skarner do it? It's going to go one-on-one. We do got the goo coming out, but I don't actually see a suppress. No, it's actually up, but he's not going to be blowing it. Oh, does he get the double? He gets the double. Very well played by Mollica, as we do have... Wow, that was a 2v1, and he took out both Severe as well as Skarner. Excellent use of his ultimate. Kasuga drops very easily here to shove his Obama, and now Kigler with getting chunked by that Poppy. Oh my goodness.
It looks like they're going for the cap on the final point, looking to try and make it 5, but they are going to get interrupted with another exchange.
At this point, it does not matter. 453 to 80. Even if they take this, all they have to do is keep him busy. As long as we can hold 3, Mollica's team will advance. And oh my goodness, I think Arcos just one-shot Severe. That was brutal. We got the shutdown streak coming out on top of Talon. It's about time that guy died. Now Arcos might be joining him, but he throws out the ultimate, trying to get a kill on top of Kasuga before he does drop. And now with that extra movement speed, he's going to be running away. Double kill comes out for Kog'Maw, cleaning it up. The ultimate from Pantheon unfortunately canceled, as Poppy just kind of runs her little heart content, and now the score 450 to 30, and they absolutely accomplished nothing.
Now that was a very strong showing from Team Mollica against Dom4Fun right there.
Indeed, good sir. Oh my goodness. This is why I love Dominion. You can see some really strong comps, but, you know, it's kind of like what you were saying a bit earlier. Severe not really able to kind of contribute a lot. She's held her bottom decently. She was able to go one-on-one a little bit, but other than that, she didn't really do much else for the entire game. And the combo itself just seems to drop to these assassin types, like Kog'Maw from range, Talon up front, Poppy, chunking people. All she had was a Triforce. I mean, the game lasted 11 minutes. And all she had was a Triforce. Doesn't matter. Look at the enemy team. Stunted growth, my friend.